we've got Aaron Rodgers. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Packers and the Bears under the lights on Sunday night.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at the Packers in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them try to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Fields going to throw right away. And his throw here is incomplete. Those defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form. And pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A little do-it-yourself run right there. A nice game.
I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Green Bay's offense trots out, and just as it has been since week 1 of the 2008 season, Aaron Rodgers leads the way, now in his 18th year in the National Football League. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 38. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tenyon. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
2021 wasn't quite the 11-touchdown outburst that we saw from Robert Tonyan the year prior. A torn ACL cost him half his season, and the Packers still believe he can be the impact player he was 2 years ago after his rehab. Pretty impactful play on that one, and it will move the chains.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This is caught, and it's a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Sammy Watkins who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that right down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He corrected.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't it?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked picked off by Tony Jefferson.
And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
And Lazard's got it again.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Touchdown! Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's Sammy Watkins who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll go ground with and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over back-to-back.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Fields on 3rd down.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
25 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play. First half, it's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling. Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the 5 minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's Fields. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary in today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Lead it out left to Dobbs.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
4 yards remain for second down.
Up the middle, Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that could save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
To throw is Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
One thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you to make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go, 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
That's complete right side to Lazard.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers now on 1st down. Being chased out left. He'll get this to Lazard. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Fields.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Play action. It's Fields.
Green with a catch left side.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go option to the short side.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Rashad
takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Back now at Lambeau, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
it's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Able to find Lazard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
On 2nd and goal. Rodgers, he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara, his first touchdown here in the new campaign. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
The previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now Fields and the Bears down by 2 touchdowns. 1:52 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Able to complete it to Montgomery. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Now it's Fields.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
2nd and 10. Fields again.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. He is able to keep the feet in bounds.
7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, Fields.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Packers will take over possession here. Up at 44.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Rodgers throwing here.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now Rodgers. But he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown! Alan Lazard, 50 yards!
And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And this is going to be caught. So 2 more of the lead as they continue to crawl here in the fourth. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described him because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Under pressure, they got him again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Oh, smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers looking to throw. Open man, here is Cobb. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were coming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Packers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop.